Hi Sean, how are you? How are you feeling today?
I am good.
Also, before we start anything else, quick introduction. My name is Bijo Franklin and my pronouns are he, him. And how about you?
Um, and my name is Sean GB. I'm a student studying at Fleming College, learning the course Practical Nursing, and I also go by the pronouns he, him.
Oh, that's nice. So I'm also a student at Fleming College. My course is DSW, Developmental Service Worker. So I'm currently in a student placement, working with an agency. So my availability is from like Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And I'll be available once in a week. So our counseling sessions will be like there for like 4 months. And if you have, I mean, and if you want more sessions, you can mail me or like you can mail our website or the agency. You can contact our agencies, and if you have any sort of urgencies, you have my contacts and also that's so easy for you. So
All
how does
right.
that sound?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, and the next thing is confidentiality, which is like whatever we discuss here will be stays between us. You don't have to worry about that. And but there are some excuse situations which is like child abuse, and any sort of issues like self harm and all. And if you're under the age, I mean, there could be some sort of issues. So I mean, that could be out of my hands. I have to report to the you know higher authorities.
All right.
Are you clear by that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's nice. So, what prompted you to seek counseling today?
It's just that a new problem rose up in my class, and it happens to be bullying, where a new student just transferred in, and he's pretty much making a ruckus in my class, harassing everyone who he thinks is weaker than him, and yeah, it's been pretty overwhelming.
Oh, can you elaborate on the specific instance of bullying you have encountered?
As of right now, he hasn't done much, but I would still say that his actions have been has hurt us emotionally and physically. It just weighs a toll on our mind as he has gone as far as publicly shaming us in front of everyone in our school, and it just really hurts our pride. Like it just hurts us so much emotionally that we don't even feel like coming to school at this point.
Or what do you think could be done to address the bullying situation?
Um, I have to address this issue. I've tried to talk about this with people that I trust, uh, but I just really couldn't find the courage.
Uh-huh.
Um,
How do you feel
and
about
I've told
okay, okay, you can talk.
I've told about this to my friends, and yeah, and and they have all been supporting me all this way.
Okay, that's nice. So how do you feel about the interaction with your peer groups?
Yeah, as for them, like I've said, they have been supporting me till now, and they have given me many sorts of advices on how to deal with bullying, like where I should go and report this to someone that I trust, maybe like a teacher or even my parents, and that's what I've done. And yeah, they have supported me every way they can.
So were there any witness to the bullying?
As for witnesses, yes, there are plenty of them, but they haven't stood up to address this issue because they are afraid that the bully will come after them and start harassing them as well.
Oh, uh, did the bullying incident occurs in a specific location?
Um, yes, it mainly occurs in areas which are quiet and when teachers normally wouldn't come. Those are his main areas to target students and to harass them. Um, he normally doesn't. publicly harass us, but at times there are situations where he does it, and it just emotionally breaks his students.
So, have you reported the bullying to any authority?
Yes, I have reported about this to my parents as well as a teacher that I trust. Um, and my parents, they took this in a very serious way and even decided to escalate this to a higher level where they would report this to the police. But I just did not want to go there and escalate it even further. And as for my teacher, he also said that you should report this to the police if it's getting really serious, as it this as bullying can ruin your life. So I should be careful in that aspect.
Oh, it sounds like the bullying has made you question your sense of belonging in the college community. How does that make you feel?
Um, as for the sense of belonging, yes. As I've said, he has he also publicly harasses students, and I also happen to be one of his victims, where he publicly harassed me, and I just couldn't face my friends or teachers or anyone that I knew the very next day, and I just did not even have the motivation to come to school for like a whole week or so.
Oh, from what you shared, it seems like the bullying has significantly affected your emotions and well-being and social interaction. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Oh, I can relate to the feelings overwhelming by social dynamics in college. It is challenging, but you are not alone facing these situations. You know, in these difficulties, how are you being coping up with it?
Um, as for how I've been coping with it, I just try my best to avoid seeing him and hide from him in spots like the library or any other quiet places that I know he won't be there. And I just listen to music, read books, just to take my mind off things. And sometimes I even bring my friends along so that he wouldn't harass me in front of them. And
Oh,
it just makes me feel safe when
mhm.
there is someone with me.
That's quite a good, thing to do when you are facing such situations in life. I understand that culture norms and expectation may be influencing how bullying is perceived and addressed. Can you share any culture facts that might be related to this context?
As for cultural norms, back in our country, as bullying was pretty much considered like a serious crime. Um, and we would um, escalate this situation to a higher level, like how I said, reporting it to the police. But I haven't done that yet. Um, if it was back in my country, it would have been a really serious issue with serious consequences. But I don't feel that that kind of uh, is the kind of you know the seriousness is not there in this matter.
Well, I want you to know that I'm truly empathy with what you're going through. Your feelings are valid, and I admire you. Admire your courage in seeking support. How have you been managing your emotions in light of bullying?
Um, as for my emotions, I've just been holding myself back from eventually breaking because it, I just can't let out my emotions with anyone. Like I've told my parents and teacher that I trust true, but I just I just feel that I can't actually express the whole extent of my emotions with a person, and I've just been holding myself back and ignoring these feelings of mine.
Oh, it seems like you are feeling overwhelmed by the bullying experience. Can you tell me more about how it's been affecting you?
as for how it's been affecting me,
Yeah.
it just breaks my confidence and the pride that I have um, as an individual. He just totally crushes it all, and I just I'm just left with nothing. Um, but I just feel empty inside, and yeah, it's just been weighing on my mind so much now.
So you're saying that the bullying has affected your confidence and self-esteem. How have you been working to rebuild those aspects to yourself?
I have been thinking on working out and physically improve myself so that eventually I can stand up for myself um, and make sure that the bully does not come to harass me again. And this is just one of the ways that I've thought of to cope up with him.
So to recap, the bullying incident, you have left feeling isolated and unsure of how to address the situation. What step do you think you can take to regain the sense of control and safety?
Yeah, like I've said, if I were to work out and physically improve myself, I feel that he wouldn't be um as rude as he is right now, and he would think twice before approaching me.
Mhm.
And if I were spending time with my friends and hanging out with them, I don't think that he would come and approach me, and especially when it would be a disadvantage for him. And yeah, these kinds of small methods are ways that I would tell that I can slowly, but eventually, take control of my life again.
Okay, so that's the end of our sections today, and we'll be available for next week. And if you want any sort of help, do please do let me know. So by then, see you next week. Bye, bye, Sean.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.